And here we are again for another game of emotions. We will pick up an emotion of our back and see for ourselves what are we going to pick here. So I will just come here, pop, 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 and I have my emotion. As you can see now, I'm 10 years younger, shaved my beard completely because I thought maybe a change is good in terms of appearance. It can have a different perspective for people who see me. I don't know if people actually take me more seriously with beard or without beard. I don't know. I'm not sure about this, but there has to be some studies made about this, or I will be the first one to do that, but there's probably a seriousness when someone has a beard and someone does not, because the appearance of a young adult without a beard seems to be like, more skeptical about trustness, more skeptical about this person's ideas, about this person's trust, because he's younger, he's lack of experience, and maybe with a beard he's more mature. I don't know, but let's see what we got here. Disorientation. That's a quite interesting emotion, I have to say. Disorientation. Well, what can we say about disorientation? What does it really mean, disorientation? If you are chasing for a specific goal, let's say, and you don't know if you are trying to go this direction or that direction, but it seems like both directions can be beneficial for your goal, to achieve your goal. So at the beginning you are probably disoriented. So from my experience, where I was the most disoriented was when I finished my high schools and I didn't really know what to do of my life. So I was really disoriented. That's because the orientation in high schools here in Luxembourg, in general, I mean, come on, are not so good. But at the bottom line, you have to know what you want. And as a young adult, in the young ages, in the young 20s, let's say, when you are fresh, it's simply really difficult to orient yourself towards something that is meaningful. At the beginning, you are just going with the flow, I would say, and you're not thriving towards something because you don't know what you are going to get from. You're just doing it and you hope for the best. So disorientation, the feeling of disorientation is likely not to happen every day in your life. Because if it happens every day, if you feel disoriented every day, it means that there's something probably wrong with yourself and you kinda don't know what to do with what you have inside. So you are disoriented all the time. It can mean, so disorientation can mean a lot of things, but I guess this is one of the most common cases in people, that they don't know what to do in terms of what kind of direction they should aim at, and they work so much, but in some way the reward is getting further and further the more you work towards it, so you never reach it. It's kind of like this this anti-magnet effect. Yeah, it is what it is. Disorientation is a emotion of uncertainty, we could say. You are uncertain about certain things, about the future. You fear the future in some way, and that's because you are in some way also disoriented. But nevertheless, disorientation, we could find a positive thing about disorientation. It's kind of a negative emotion, we could say that, but there's probably also a positive thing about disorientation. Disorientation could mean also that you are not sure about your relationship that you are in. So you are uncertain about the relationship, you don't know if you really love that person, and you in some way you are disoriented. The feelings that you have for that person are like a tornado. And you don't know where to set boundaries, and you are disoriented. But it can prevent you from making mistakes. This is something that I can imagine about disorientation. It's like preventing doing some kind of actions that you normally would do if you had to be like a very confident person, and you just go for it, and then the moment you don't pay attention, like, I wasn't skeptical enough and I made a mistake, and maybe disorientation would help me on that. Maybe that could be a positive thing about disorientation, but for the less and for the more, I don't know what to say more about disorientation. In relationships, disorientations, not specifically with your wife or your husband, but also can be a relationship with your friend or with a coworker, and you just don't know how you stand with that person in terms of its communication and how proper you can work with that person. So you don't know how to set yourself properly to be kind in some way, but not too, not too mean. You want to stay in that middle point, and you are kind of disoriented in that term. So that's about it. I think disorientation is a stressful, uncertain, but also puts you in probably in a safe place, let's say, emotion. And that's about it. I think for my experience, disorientation was all about finishing high school and knowing what to do, knowing where to aim at, and especially when you are young, you are just like, God damn it, what should I do? All this life, I just spent my time playing video games at the weekends or going out thinking about nothing, and now comes a point where I have to decide what to do. Disorientation. So that's it, guys. Hopefully that was a quick learning for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this type of content. I honestly think about make more of such content where I just make videos like this, that I'm presenting myself and grabbing the bag of emotions and playing the game, and that's it. Because I think making shorter durations of videos, it's more beneficial for you. It's not so boring, and I come directly to the point instead of just making those long gym session and then game videos. We could say that like this. So I will probably in the future make more videos like such, but if you have something against it, or if you have critiques on that, just let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget me to subscribe on my Instagram channel. The link is in below. Everything is in below. And yeah, we will see us for next one, guys. Have a great day. Hopefully you're doing fine. How do you feel, by the way? I feel good. really, honestly, I feel lighter. Without the beard, I feel lighter. Let me also know what you think about my shaved beard, but other than that, I wish you all a good day. Have a good one.